Viewers, and welcome back. Today I want to take a look at these jugs. So the disassembly process on this should be fairly straightforward. Of course, I say that a lot. We're going to go ahead and pull the piston with the rod cap attached. We're going to make sure we don't confuse it with the other jug. Remember, one has this little bolt in it. It's the one with the control bracket attached. And we're just going to do a little bit of jiggle wiggle action. And out comes our piston with the classic high tension piston rings. So I've obviously labeled that. You do have some label action happening. Up here you can see where it says FW for the flywheel end. It's actually pretty easy to remove the valves, pretty standard, just like we had done before. Going to push down and out comes your valve spring and your keeper. Just it's got that same keyway setup that the 160 had in it. So we do have a valve stem oil seal here on the intake side only, nothing on the exhaust. You can kind of see the yellow goop, which is the least that I like on lubriplate. If you don't plan to run a motor right away, don't put lubriplate in it. Pick a different assembly lube. So either way, side tangent. We've got two valves, definitely a different size between the two. One intake, one exhaust. This intake valve is actually coated with something like a Teflon or something. That's kind of a nice touch. All right, next up, we'll just put him aside. You do get a steel liner, just like the 630 series. Nothing wrong with that. High tension piston rings, those are nice. We already have discussed that. What you're going to do now is your valve lap, the same way that I showed you how to do that on the GC series. Just make absolutely sure you don't get any grinding compound on those valve stems, because you know they are indeed coated with something, probably Teflon, to help them slide and things like that. So again, make sure you're getting your signatures and things like that. Interesting note, in the cylinder head you have on the intake side one oil seal. Do not try to remove it. And you do not have one on the exhaust side. So a little bit of cost savings there, I suppose. They actually look like virtually identical seals to what the GX630 had on them, but obviously only provisions for that to be installed on the intake side. So even if you wanted to put one on the exhaust side, it's not going to happen. So with that being said, make sure you get a signature from me when all your parts are clean. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.